if there was a launch, there was literally no way to recall bomber. You can't recall this, but things that had pilots, jet fighters and bombers, there was no way to send them to bring them back.
Once they'd gotten an authenticated message that they would execute the war plans, the startling thing that I discovered at every level was that the general image that people have then and to this day, that a message with that code could only come from the president himself, was never true. That was always a myth, at least in the late 50s, when President Eisenhower had delegated authority, his authority, to launch nuclear weapons to the commanders, like SIGPAC, or SIGSAC, the Strategic Air Command, or Europe, in case there was an outage of communications, or Washington had been destroyed, or even the president had been incapacitated, as President Eisenhower was a couple of times. That's almost essential that there be delegation like that in a nuclear era. Otherwise, a decapitating attack, as they call it, an attack on the command and control system, would paralyze us. A single bomb on Washington would paralyze our retaliation. Well, that could never be allowed, and it never has been allowed.
So, not just the president, but theater commanders have the authority under some circumstances to launch a nuclear attack. And these are experienced, high-level commanders. But what you found, I know, that when you looked in the Pacific, is that these theater commanders had to be in communication with dozens and dozens of bases throughout the Pacific. And the question arises then, what about a base commander who has a number of fighter pilots or some aircraft? Under what circumstances might they proceed on their own to launch an attack? What did you find?
Well, again, if they were out of communication with their superiors, a lot of them had authorization in the Pacific, I found, in the early 60s. And as far as I know, that continued. Again, I have to say, I don't know if it's true today, and we ought to find out. But actually, there were people even at lower, as at a single base. Probably read an anecdote I had about Kunsan in Korea, in South Korea, the base possibly closer to communist territory of any of our bases in the world. And the commander there clearly believed that he had the authority simply as a base commander to send his planes off if he thought they were endangered. So at that point, had there been what he thought was an attack, for example, an accident on some other base that he heard about, or a crisis that was going on, he told me that he would send his planes off.
Wow. And this was the guy who questioned your authority to ask him these questions, and when finally he got it, he said, yeah, if it comes to it, that's my authority.
He asked me, what they do if I send them off to protect them. They weren't supposed to go to Torgat at that point. They were supposed to rendezvous and to circle around for a while.
His pilots,
if they got no positive message to go ahead, they were to come back. And I asked him, what do you think they would do if that occurred? The first time they'd ever been sent to that rendezvous area in a serious false alarm.